My Uber is here. I was thinking about renting a car, but this whole driving on the other side of the road. Hello, how are you?
Not bad.
It's not for me. Good, good. So I'm going to Redfern. I heard it's the Aboriginals neighborhood. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. So in this video, we are going to explore the contrasting experience of Aboriginal Australians and Black immigrants. These two groups have unique histories and perspective on what life is like on this vast continent. For Aboriginal Australians, the land holds ancestral connections and a deep spiritual significance. Their history is woven into the fabric of this ancient landscape and is marked by resilience, struggle, and survival against colonial forces. Meanwhile, for Black immigrants, Australia represents a new beginning, a land of opportunity and possibility. Their journeys are marked by migration, adaptation, and the quest for belonging in a society shaped by diverse cultures and identity. Join me. I was truly curious about what life was like, not only for the Aboriginals, but also for African immigrants. So I received a few comments regarding this specific area called Redfern. So I got this Uber and I was heading down there in order to find out more information directly from the locals and from the migrants about what life is like to be Black in Australia. Where are you from? India?
India, yeah.
Nice. What part of India?
North part.
North?
Yeah.
What city?
Ambala City.
Ambala. I want to go there.
Yeah, go there.
A lot of Indians here.
Yeah.
Every Uber driver I've had has been from India.
Yeah.
Man, you guys love Australia, huh?
Yeah. A nice place to live.
It's too expensive for my blood, bro.
Yeah, it is expensive.
So expensive. Yeah, if I was living here, I'd be working on stuff too, man. It's so expensive. Wow. If you don't mind me asking, how much is rent out here?
Rent, I live in Schofield, so it's 45 minutes from here.
Yeah.
So 580 per week.
580 a week.
500.
So like 2,000 Australian dollars a month.
Yeah, plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and go to Redfern. So when I planned this trip originally, I was going to go to Darwin, which is the area that is mostly associated with Aboriginal culture and people. But due to the length of my trip, after I realized how big the country was, I changed my mind and I decided to do my research right here in Sydney. So I received a lot of comment regarding Redfern, and I told myself, you know what? Let's go to Redfern and find out what's really going on with the Aboriginals. So guys, I just completed my breakfast here at Harry Lee, here in this neighborhood, the Redfern. So I have to say, the food was just okay, but the worst part for me was the service. You order from your phone and you pay right away, and then they ask you for a tip. But it's like, how am I supposed to tip anybody when really nobody's talking to me? You know, so I thought it was a little bit strange. So after you order the food, you pay instantly. You have to put the tip in there, and then after that, you know, you basically wait for your food, and then they drop it off. I forgot to order a drink, so I had to redo it again and stuff. But anyways, long story short, it's very impersonal service. It's very busy in there, and for a solo traveler, for me, again, it's just a little bit tough sometimes, you know, going to some venues. So anyways, I'm here in Redfern. Welcome to Redfern. Redfern is a vibrant neighborhood in Sydney, but it is more than just a neighborhood. This is a place that has an immense significance for Aboriginal Australians. See, for decades, Redfern has been a symbol of Indigenous resilience and activism, and it's here that Aboriginal people have fought for their rights, their land, and their culture. But Redfern is also a place of change. See, gentrification and urban development have brought both opportunities and challenges for the local Aboriginal community. Let me tell you more about this place. This is where I'm more likely to find Indigenous people, but so far that's not really the case. It seems like it's just another typical neighborhood here. you know. So apparently maybe it's trash day because they have the garbage cans out here outside. I'm looking for Aboriginals people, you know, and so far I'm not very successful doing that, but I am going to continue to walk around and see if I can meet anybody interesting. So this is the place where the Aboriginals decided to get together as a group and support each other. So in 1970, this company by the name of the Aboriginal Housing Company was formed. It was in the early 1970s. And their main role was to build homes for Aboriginal people on this land that was slowly acquired and became known as the Block in Redfern. So they had a big meeting regarding this situation. And obviously so many people refused to move. It was a huge battle. So basically this is the feeling after that meeting took place.
They kicked the blacks out and then they want to move other non-Aboriginal people in.
Look, a lot of women, old women, have died on that land.
Thought that the white voices drowned out the black voices. They have no idea how to deal with blackfellas.
So all of this was due to the increased poverty and drugs that was taking place in the area. And this gentrification issue is something that I believe most cities are either going through or will go through in a matter of time. That's the same thing in my city of Washington, D.C. It's the same thing in Toronto. This is what's happening throughout the world. Any city wants to evolve. And when you have crime and poverty, you know, you want to bring change. But unfortunately, that change is a double-edged sword. It brings in opportunities and challenges at the same time. So this is basically what Redfern became. And as I'm walking around the neighborhood, I did notice that, it was clear as day. On one side of the street, you had this brand new development. And then on the other side, it was graffitis. All right. Such a contrast between, you see the homes on this side and then these ones over here. It's like the area is going to some kind of gentrification or something, I don't know. So guys, I've been around the block about 2 times already, and it's a very slow day. Redfern is very important for the Aboriginal community because it was from here that they actually launched the effort to financially support the Aboriginals. Was basically walking around trying to find someone that I can talk to. And I have to admit, I grew a little bit frustrated because I was expecting to see a lot more people, but there was like nobody outside. But I continued and I persevered, and then finally this happened. I'm a little bit disappointed. I haven't seen a single person here that looks like they are part of the native tribe of people. Everybody here is either white or Asian, and that's about it. Just a very slow suburbs here, about 15-20 minutes drive away from Sydney. So I figured from here I'm gonna look for the community center, and I think I just found it, and there's nobody here. As my effort did pay off, I met Leslie here, who you identify as Aboriginal.
Aboriginal, yes, both parents.
Both parents?
Yes.
Wow, so you grew up in Sydney area or?
No, in the country area in Galagamoot.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born and bred there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why is this area the one that everybody identifies as the main hub for Aboriginals here in Sydney?
Really, they're also throughout
Yes.
the Australian,
Yes.
always.
Okay.
So yeah. So they're all native everywhere.
Yes. And how is life here for you? For a descendant like you, of the original people that lived here, how is life? Would you say?
I'm not really from here, but yeah, I'm not quite sure about this area.
Yeah, but in Australia in general, what has been your experience?
We've always declared native title. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you say life is getting better for the natives? More and more efforts are taking place. It seems like.
Pardon?
Would you say that life is getting better here for the native people?
No,
No.
not really.
Why is that?
I'm not sure. Like you get a lot of the racism around here,
Yeah.
and a lot of sarcasm as well from
So
other people.
when you say around here, you mean in Sydney mostly, or do you mean in Australia in general?
I don't know. Like even a lot of people just look at you and they'll just turn their heads. And even if you say g'day to them, they'll just walk away from you.
Or they don't want to associate with themselves with you?
Or they'll look at you like as if you're just a piece of dirt or a piece of paper on the ground.
They look at you like a piece of paper in the ground.
Mm.
Wow. Because I read online that a lot of efforts are being taking place to help, and you're saying not really. It's still Australia remains a very racist country.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
And it's not very nice.
Yeah. Have you been anywhere outside of Australia?
No.
You've been here your whole life.
Yes.
Okay. Have you been to the Northern Territories? Darwin, I heard, is also very common. A lot of natives over
No.
there. No?
No.
How about job opportunities for the natives?
Pardon?
The job opportunities? Do you think that you have a lot of job options? Or do you
yes,
think there's
now.
segregation on that area as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now there is.
Yeah, a little bit more jobs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in hospitals and all that there stuff. There is a lot of jobs there now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, you are very light skinned compared to me.
Yeah.
So, do you identify as black, white? What do you identify as?
Aboriginal.
Aboriginal.
Yes.
But that's not a race, though, is it?
Yes, it is.
It is?
My parents are black.
Yes.
Just because I'm fair,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean nothing.
Right.
I am not fair. I am Aboriginal.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so you don't pick a particular color, you just say Aboriginal, and that covers that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am Aboriginal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I am not fair. I am white.
Yeah. You say you are black.
Yes.
Do you believe your culture will survive in the years to come? When you look at the Aboriginal kids that are being born today, are they able to keep up with the traditions and the culture that you have learned?
Yes.
Or
they
is
do.
it disappearing?
Because generations always, like my children, they teach their children the same way.
Yes.
As I teach my kids, they teach their kids as well.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's my children. And their children will teach their children.
Yes. How about your native language? What is it called?
Wawan.
Wellens?
Wawan. That
Wawan.
is out in the country.
Yes. Is that also being passed on? Or is it disappearing?
No, it's disappearing.
It's disappearing. For English now? Yeah. More and more. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you recommend that I visit this community center right behind us when they open tomorrow, or you don't think it's worth it?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
Anything else that you think I should visit to highlight your history?
Pardon?
Anything else you think I should visit that will give me more information about your culture?
This is not my country.
Yeah.
My country is way out west.
Which one?
My country,
Yeah.
it is out in between Gilgandra and Canberra.
Okay. It is in Australia, right?
Yeah,
Okay, just a different region.
yeah.
Yeah. And what is it called again?
Galagamon.
Galagamo. How
Yeah.
far is it from here?
It's about 8-hour drive.
8 hours. Wow. That's a hike.
Yeah,
That's
it
far away.
Yeah. I'm
Alright.
just, because I'm a matron, I'm taking care of my daughter and my
Yes.
grandson because they take seizures. They have seizures. They have fits.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. People are going to watch this video from Africa, from the US, from Europe. Is there anything you want to say before I end this that they don't know? Most people will never come to Australia. It's too far away from everything.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky to have met you. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to know, like, hey, they are here. You know, the originals from Australia. You know, she's fair skinned, but they are aboriginals. They are black, like me. I can't find many of them here. But is there anything you want people to know about your country, your tribe, your culture, anything?
Yeah, like, just, like, go out, you know, and try and do better for yourself and prove to the white people that you can do better than what they can do.
Right.
You know, like, go out and prove
Yes.
to them that you are better than what they are.
Right.
But yous are better.
Yes.
Yous are a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. But they don't take over your country, do they?
Yeah, no, the history of Australia is very interesting because for many of us, when you say Australia, you know, the people who look like me is not really what they think about. So, especially Sydney, you know, Sydney, they say it's multicultural, but I haven't really been experiencing that like that. It doesn't seem to be really multicultural like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. All right. Well, thank you for talking to me. I appreciate that. And I'm going to continue walking around. So, any areas here where you think I might find somebody else? Continue that way?
Like, there's a lot of people that live down that way.
In this street down here?
Yeah, or there's a shopping centre over there.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
So,
going to go ahead.
Yeah, maybe that way.
Okay. I'll go ahead and check it out as well. Thank you so much. So once this conversation ended, I was just about ready to go to my hotel. Even though she was not very talkative, I caught her by surprise. I was still able to at least talk with her a little bit. But to be honest, I was not satisfied. And I wanted more, but at the same time I was discouraged because I felt like there's just nobody outside.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
welcome.
Thank you. So guys, I was lucky. It's like I said, that's one of the things that I like the most about traveling to developing countries. People are generally not too concerned about the camera and they're more open to talk. But I was lucky to find her. So this is the Redfern Community Center, as you can see. If I have time, I'm not sure I will, I may attempt to go inside when they are open another day and show you some of the art pieces that they have in there that highlight the Aboriginal culture. So here they have, you see, for Aboriginal, they have the art classes that they offer. You know, basketball here, different type of things that they offer here. So unfortunately, like I was saying, it's closed today, so there's not much I can show. Let's continue to walk around and see. Maybe I'll find someone else, maybe I won't. I'm not sure. So I must mention that it is estimated that at the time Australia was discovered, there was about 770,000 Aboriginals living right here in Australia. That number has fallen to about 118,000, give or take, which is a decrease of about 84%. And today, only about 3% of the Australian population identify as Aboriginal. So as I'm walking back, I saw this guy across the street And I told myself, you know what? I gotta talk to him. He looks like a minority from a distance. So I ran and I was running. And then here he was, really close to me. So this is when we actually started talking. And he was very friendly and gracious with his time. Guys, my efforts are paying off. I found a brother here from Sierra Leone. Family, meet G Fox. How you doing, man?
I'm good, my bro.
How'd you find yourself out here in Australia, man? What's going on?
Oh, that's a very brilliant question. I really like that. Actually, I came here as a refugee from Sierra Leone.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons, because my dad was killed in front of me when I was 6 years. That's one of the reasons.
Oh man, I'm
I
sorry.
migrated to Australia.
Yeah.
And when I came to Australia, and I have a good quality of life. I get education. I get a good job. You know, at least I can drive one of the best cars in the world.
Is that right? What car is that?
Maserati.
You have a Maserati?
Yeah, and also I'm one of the biggest African black sneaker collection in New South Wales.
You selling them or?
Nah, I just collect.
Man, I need to see that, bro.
Yeah, I got like maybe over 500 pairs of sneakers. Yeah.
What do you
As you
do?
can see now, this is one of the sneakers. This is Travis Scott, Cactus.
Let me highlight this, man. Wow. How much is your shoes, man?
This is Travis Scott.
How much are they?
And also this is Travis Scott also, smiley face.
Smiley face.
Yeah.
How much are we talking? You know, I've seen those clips before, so let's stop a second if you don't mind. Let's do this. So what inspired the moment that's about to take place is the Instagrammer and YouTuber by the name of Chris Too Smooth.
Chris Too Smooth, man. Who am I here with today? Michael Blackson, Punk Beach. Ah, listen, Michael Blackson. I see you dripped out. Talk to us. How much your pickup? Start the glasses. How much your glasses?
That's about $10,000 US.
$10,000 US for the glasses. I see the chains on. How much the chains?
100,000 euros.
Oh, 100,000 euros?
Euro.
That's more expensive than US dollars.
Yes,
though.
euro.
Oh, 100,000 euros. Okay.
That's about $200,000.
$200,000 for the chains. I see the jacket, mama. How much the jacket?
This guy has met countless numbers of celebrities, and he always does the same thing. He basically asked them how much is the clothes that they're wearing. And I thought, this guy was so flamboyant, man. Let me go ahead and do the same thing. How much are the glasses?
This glasses actually, this is has no name, no. Actually, I know it was given by my missus. It has no name.
No price amount?
No price match.
Okay, how about your shirt?
My shirt, this one, I bought it for $50.
$50?
Yes.
How about the pants?
The pants.
Let me see the pants. Talk about the pants.
The pants, the pants I bought for $1,200.
$1,200, the pants? The shoes?
Yeah, $1,200.
And then the pants?
The pants, I bought the pants for $150, which is academic brand.
Okay, and I see you have the Apple Watch.
Yeah, no, this is not Apple, this is a Fitbit.
Fitbit, okay, just a Fitbit. And then the bracelet?
And this is a bracelet. This is silver.
Silver bracelet.
Yep.
How much is that?
Well, this is given by my missus, I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, notice he says one of my missus. Does that mean you have more than one?
No, I only have one missus. We'll give you one of my missus. So basically, I used to have a missus before breakup, but now I get another new
get a new one.
So that's why I say one of my missus.
Okay. So how is life out here for a brother like you, man?
Absolutely, life is awesome because at least I get a good quality job.
What do you do?
I'm a clinical psychologist.
Oh, you're a clinical psychologist?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also I work in a mental institution, deal with people with
mental health issues.
Schizophrenia and also mental issues. So I just stand there as a role model. We can change their society and actually can become a role model in society.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because most of the job I do, I deal with people from prison in the recovery team.
Oh.
So, yeah. So that's what I do normally.
Yeah.
So absolutely, but as I can say, I really love my job, and I love this country, being part of the team of Australia.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing for some of us.
Yeah.
Some of us who are migrants, who migrate from overseas, come to this part of the world.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I'm going to say this again to a lot of people who are Australian citizens or who are born here or who migrate to come to Australia. That's one thing I always want to say. In Australia, if you come to Australia, you follow the rule of law, through the judiciary, follow the rule of law, and follow the right thing. Trust me, you're going to make it because it's one of the most beautiful and sweetest countries you can ever imagine.
Wow.
For example, look at me. I'm a migrant from Africa. I came here. I got one of the biggest sneaker collection. I got one of the best cars, which is Maserati. You know, and I got education.
Yeah.
You know, I live in a beautiful house. So what else I need to say?
Yeah.
And also, we have one of the best security system in Australia.
Yeah. No crazy violence out here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I heard from a lady I was talking to earlier.
Yeah.
You know, she's Aboriginal, and she was telling me, well, Australia is racist, and this is a sentiment that I hear from a couple people already. But I have to say, my experience here hasn't been like that really. But I'm just a visitor, so visiting a country and living in a country is different. So for people wondering or who are thinking, well, Australia is a very racist country. You being a black man, what do you say to that?
When you talk about racism is everywhere. It's just like it's a word of a language.
Yes.
And it's a word that has been programmed in especially we human beings, especially the Caucasian, the colored people,
Yes.
the black man like me. And because I'm gonna say this again. You know why they said that racism is everywhere.
Yeah.
Even we as a black people, we racist against our own black people.
Right.
Because for example, I'm from Africa and there's some other black people who are from America. You see, they don't call themselves African American, they call themselves Americans.
Yes.
And for us, we Africans, we came from Africa, we call ourselves Africans.
Yes.
And I cannot call myself as a just an Australian African. No.
Yes.
I'm a black man.
Yeah.
Well, so to start with, even in Australia, even in South Africans, they can see they can see other people where they are black, but
Yeah.
they take themselves they're better than other people. Because
Yes.
we have the same black skin.
Yeah.
So racism, I can't just place everywhere.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Very good point. How about job opportunities here? You say you got your education here
Yeah.
and everything else. Now, how about the community though? How are people doing in the African community here? I heard there's refugees here from Sudan as well, South Sudan.
Yeah.
How's life, man?
To be honest, I'm going to tell you, Australia, I'm going to say it again. In the Southern Hemisphere, in the entire Southern Hemisphere, it's one of the best countries. You cannot compare. Even with America, where I live now,
Yeah.
you cannot even compare Australia with America.
Yeah.
In terms of the welfare, look at me. I'm a Australian citizen. I have free medical.
Yeah.
And I have education. I don't need to be rich to go to get education. But yeah, once you're Australian citizen, you're permanent resident, you have the right to get education. You
Yes.
have a right for medical facility.
Yeah.
And you have a right for stipend, like cash money.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, which country you can compare? Especially
true.
Southern America, you can't compare. Even America, you can't compare.
Yeah.
And if you like a clinical psychologist or a doctor, you can make six figures,
Yes.
over $100,000.
Yes.
But if you get a diploma here in Australia, you can even make over six figures.
Yes.
Because this one of the things. Yeah, it's very structured.
Yeah.
It's really structured. So for that, it's one of the best countries in the world.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So you're not Australian citizen?
Yeah.
And you have insurance, whether you have a job or not, you have insurance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whether you have job or not, once you're a citizen, you have medical. Medical, it's free here.
Yeah.
It's free. And also, if you're not working, you get welfare money.
Yeah.
If you're a student, you go to school, they still pay you also.
Yeah.
They give you money.
Yeah.
So what else is better than? And if you get sick and you have a mental issue, you can be treated. They give one of the best treatments. And in terms of kids here, Australia will have one of the best kids hospital,
Wow.
which is Westmead Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. How much they give you for school? When you are going to school here, how much what are the payments? Which is, guys, very similar to what you will find in countries like Denmark, and like many European countries have similar type of benefits. So I'm curious here, how much you looking at monthly for a student? For just going to school, they give you money.
Yes. So how it works here is a system. So if you have a parent, you as a kid, your parents they have an annual income over $75,000-$80,000.
Yeah.
Government can give the kids probably $50. But if you're making less than 75 or less than $60, once the kid is 16 or 18 years as an adult,
Yeah.
he can get up to $400.
Yeah.
$400 to $500.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Wow. Just for going to school.
Yeah.
Monthly.
Yeah. Not monthly. Yeah, it's like fortnightly. They don't pay monthly. They pay fortnightly here.
Oh, okay.
In Australia, we don't have monthly. We have fortnightly, weekly. Unless the other company, when they're on salaries, they pay them monthly.
Oh, so you're saying the $400, $490, that's how much you get weekly?
And fortnightly, every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks?
Yeah.
For just being a student?
Yes.
So you don't have student loans here?
No. We have student loans, We have student loan, but it's like if like during the time I was doing my psychology degree,
Yeah.
my fee was for the entire 3 years. It was $32,000 I paid for the entire 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, you see, but if you're an international student to do psychology degree for a year, it's like probably $58,000.
58,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you gone back to Africa since you migrated here?
Nah, I've never been back.
So how long has it been?
I've been here for 10 years more.
It's time to go back to visit Mama Africa, my brother. You got
Absolutely.
all that money, bro.
Yeah, bro, because I don't have anything there. My mom is not there. I don't have,
Oh, you have no family anymore?
yeah, I'm here now. So this is my home. I used to know friends. I talk to them. Most of my friends, they're in the States. They're part of the world. So it's my country, of course, where I was born. But I don't have anything there at the moment.
Yes. Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
I totally understand. So what else do you do when you are not doing your psychology job on the weekends? Like right now, you're fresh to death, you know?
I just
stepping out on the
finished
street.
work.
Oh, you just finished
I
work?
just finished work, man.
Yeah.
I just finished work. I'm just going to the Broadway shopping mall.
Yeah.
Because I parked my car here, so I don't want to keep driving. I just parked my car at Redfern, so I'm
Yeah.
just going to come here. I do some 1 or 2 things.
Yeah.
Broadway shopping mall. And I get back in my car.
Okay.
Drove home.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else, man? People gonna be watching this. I've been asking you. People already know Australia. They have no guns here, so the violence here is really non-existent. I haven't seen a police officer here yet.
Okay, yeah. Can I tell you something?
Sure.
We have one of the best and accurate logistics in terms of response. Because it's too much police in Australia, and you can see most of the they don't have bars. It's just glass.
Yeah.
Just somebody walk past and just jump on it. Nah.
Yeah.
What people are thinking, nah, it's not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can walk 24 hours at midnight during the day. You are safe unless you connected with a gang group before somebody targets you.
Yeah, yeah,
When
yeah.
you walk in past somebody grab your bag, nah.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you walk past somebody jump on your car, nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah. For other suburbs, but in the city like this, in Sydney where we live, no, we don't have that style here.
No problems here.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you want people to know, man, about life here that they don't know? This place is far away from everything.
Yeah.
Most people I know don't come here. And many will never come here because it's just way too far. So, what do you want people to do?
I just want to give this big shout out and big advice to everybody here around the world for them to realize and know that Australia, we have so much opportunity in this country.
Yeah.
And we have so much resources and we have so much quality of life. So whosoever have the opportunity for you to come to Australia, you can come to Australia, you can get one of the best quality education in terms of mental health, in terms of social service, justice system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can come to Australia, you can get one of the best quality of life of education here.
Yeah.
So even in terms of stylish, even the way people dress here is different the way people dress in America.
Yeah.
Or the way people dress in other parts of the world. Because we are one of the biggest multicultural population, multicultural people in the Southern Hemisphere. Because Australia, we have different people all over the world.
Yeah,
and that's why we have different stylish in terms of fashion. Yeah, fashion is big in America, yeah. But here, there are things I've seen here, you can even compare towards the States.
Yeah.
So I just want to encourage people. Australia is still empty. We have 27 to 28 million people in Australia.
Yeah.
We still need people. So if you have the quality, you have the desire, you want to travel, just come to Australia. We are one of the best mountains. We have the Blue Mountain. We have the Alice Spring, with the Red Rock. You can come.
Yeah, the nature is crazy here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. It was truly the best thing. I've been getting frustrated, man. Like, man, I can't find anybody that looks like me out here. What's going on? And so then I find you, man.
Sounds cool. It's very important. And one of the most important I'm going to say is communication is very important.
Yeah.
Because even here too, there's one thing. A lot of people are very sad. That's why they get depressed.
Yes.
Because they don't communicate to people. They don't talk to people. They don't try to interact. As soon as you see, they try to stereotype or try to marginalize.
Yeah,
It's everywhere. That's why you're talking about. But if you try to communicate, introduce yourself. It depends on the scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. It depends on the scenario, right?
Yeah.
So, like for example, look how you approach me. You approach me, you talk to me gently. Oh, how are you, brother?
Yeah.
You live around here. I really want to talk to you because at least I want to see somebody of my own of my own kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least I can speak to, at least to share knowledge and give me a bit of understanding
Yeah.
of the country I found myself. You know, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. No, it's true, man. It's a very unique country. You know, I was expecting this place to remind me a little bit of Europe, but it doesn't. You know, it really doesn't. The vibe I get here is it's really hard to describe. I would say maybe more Northern America, the way it looks here in Sydney, but I have to see more of the country.
Yeah,
you know.
most things in Sydney, we more limber, you know. We mostly limber.
Yeah.
Like not like Europe, but for here we really limber. Maybe when we go to work, our jobs are, we don't work as crazy like 2, 4, 5 jobs to upkeep yourself.
Yeah.
One job enough to upkeep you. Like,
Oh, that's very important.
Yeah.
So you say here to maintain yourself, you don't need to work 2 jobs.
one job is enough.
One job is enough.
I get one job.
Yeah.
And if I try to pay my rent, buy my stuff, look after myself, look after my job, and it's a good thing. At the end of the day, this is where we live.
Yeah.
So I just need to encourage more people to come to Australia. It's still empty.
Yeah, no, it is empty. And that's very interesting because a lot of immigrants in the US have to work 2 jobs or more in order to make, you know, ends meet. So here, I found Sydney to be quite expensive, I have to say.
Oh yes.
And if you
that's
tell
why
them-
they pay well. And
Yeah.
That's why they pay well. Remember, it's not just too expensive, and they pay well.
Yeah.
They pay good wages. The least wages here, the least wages they can pay here is $26. That's the least wage.
an hour.
Yes, $26. That's the least. That's the least.
That's the basic, the bottom,
Yes, that's the least.
the minimum pay.
Yes.
$26 an hour.
26.5. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. If you get other qualification, like you work, you get casual, like the industry, some people get $55 an hour.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like for me also, you know, it's good. I make good money also.
Yeah.
Just with one job, and I can look after myself.
Yeah.
You know, I can fulfill my dream just with one job.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need to go broke my head to break the bank for me to survive. No.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. How about rent prices? What are they looking like?
Oh, the rent here is crazy because it's one of the most expensive. Like for example, where I'm living, I live in Parramatta. I just another city, Parramatta. My rent is $660 a week.
660. So
week.
roughly 700 a week.
So monthly, I'm paying about 25 something, about 2,500 something.
Roughly 2,500.
Yes.
You know, a month for that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Very in par with the US, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. But your pay here, if you're saying you just need to make one job and still maintain your lifestyle,
Yeah.
you know, that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really amazing.
So this is a shopping center.
Oh,
This is
so this is like a mall, right?
yeah, this is a mall.
Okay.
Yeah, this they call this mall the Broadway shopping mall.
Broadway shopping mall. Okay. Yeah, this is a.
It's and also it's close directly to the University of Technology.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's here, University of Technology, Sydney. It's
Yeah.
very close. And also they have one of the best food market here.
Yeah.
And also they have flea market. So it's beautiful.
Yeah. Wow. Are you coming to buy today?
Actually I'm gonna catch up with somebody here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to another level called level 3. So I'm just gonna go with the person.
Okay.
And the church. That's it. Because I finished my work for the day.
For the day. So you're just
Yeah.
gonna chill now.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill and lean back.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So we're gonna stop the video here,
Okay.
so we can talk a bit off camera. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed. Do you have Instagram and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get his information and I'm gonna share it on the description below. So if you're thinking about coming to Australia, you wanna talk to someone, you know.
Just check the G-Fox, fresh from the box.
All right. What's your
already G-Fox, fresh
G-Fox.
from the box.
fresh from the box? All right. That's hard to miss. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it up in the description below, guys, so you can follow up with him. Thank you so much for talking, bro.
Yeah, thank you, my G.
All right. So guys, you see, there's a huge contrast between the Aboriginal and the African immigrant. The Aboriginal called Australia a racist country, and the African immigrant swore by Australia. He loves this country. There's a very huge different mindset here. And I'm curious, what do you guys think about it? Even though it's the same country, both experiences are very different. But nonetheless, they shed a different light into the different perspective and the relationships that they have in the same country. And they could not be any more different. So personally, I was quite fascinated by that. And I'm curious what you think about it. So make sure you drop some comments below. Let me know your thoughts and let's continue the adventures. Guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I've spoken to several people in various countries about similar things. So here you can see what happened in Korea. Here is Black in Canada and even Portugal right there. So check out this video, guys. Check it out and hit that like button.